Eres un detective, pero no te acuerdas de nada. Pretendes luchar entre el bien y el mal en tu propia cabeza, tu propia ética, tus propios morales, dilemas morales, pero no sabes a qué atenerte. Bienvenidos a un juego que ha cambiado la manera de ver las cosas. Bienvenidos a Disco Elysium. ¿Serás capaz de llegar al final sin caer en la tentación? Llegando con una moral intacta, impecable. Tira los dados y buena suerte, amigo. La necesitarás. Vamos a ver Disco Elysium, al menos al principio, porque nada es lo que parece. Muy pronto llegará a consolas también. Prepárate. Uno de los mejores juegos RPG de los últimos años. Disco Elysium. Adelante.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt, ever, never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning. And ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay, sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. All right, nothing down to fuck all borough. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. Do you really? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. who wants to walk the desert.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force you.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice Canadian motor carriage. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from what you have in your hand is a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good. The blades come squeaking to a halt. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room... You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flair. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single... The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No.
The young woman shakes her head. Officer could be an artistic statement, a claim to official renown.
No. You're a police officer, sir. Okay, cool. I won't. Okay. Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it. I couldn't say. In truth, so far.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. She nods.
Good monologue. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under...
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol Park.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another...
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar. Yes, it was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone with a window was smashed. The tape player probably. The song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this time. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it. It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. Glad to have been of assistance.